The sheep sector may as well be shouting into an abyss as aid requests are ignored, Minister. And that's the problem here. There is a resilient and determined momentum towards growth within the Irish sheep sector, but this cannot be translated into a sustainable or viable economic model for the future in the absence of direct targeted supports. I met with Dermot Kelleher, Chair of the ICSA, over the weekend. I met with the IFA members on Monday in my house. And on this issue, or should I call it this crisis, and to date, in spite of them presenting figures to the Minister and this government, you are at snail's pace in helping them through this crisis. The strong sense that I am getting from sheep farmers is that the Minister for Agriculture and indeed the Department have been engaged in a prolonged, disingenuous exercise during the entire debate. You are seeking to create an impression that a lot has been done to assist sheep farmers when the opposite is actually the case. You're also selling acres as if it's some kind of a financial package to the challenges facing the sheep sector, which is an infuriating message for farmers to hear. There is an abundance of data supporting the call for direct targeted interventions, especially around offering €30 per euro, for example, but that was being sidestepped and constantly ignored. Now that the margins for some farmers are down to €7, the case is unanswered, and yet the government refused to give an inch. This approach must change if the sheep sector is to survive and thrive. The Minister, who's gone again, of course, he must listen to those who have been warning about this crisis. If you do not, then the income crisis currently plaguing the sector will continue to deepen, and he will have no one to blame but himself for such an appalling lack of action. And I've listened to Minister Phelan, and he's on about trees. Oh God, I'm really worried when you talk about agriculture. Anything you put your hands to recently when it comes to rural Ireland agriculture, you ruin it. Absolutely ruin it. Forestry, good God Almighty, that Minister Pippa Hackett is away at the board. Sorry, not really concentrating on the job she should be doing. And the same with the Green Minister there talking about ago. I'd say he was talking about Mozart and heritage, but he wasn't talking about sheep farming. It's a scandalous situation we find ourselves in.